What's up, nature freaks?
What's going on, guys?
Nature Goulet.
Dave and Jeremy back again with another slap in the face.
Yep, and this is part 3 of our 5-part series on our epic Venomous Encounters.
Well done on that intro.
Thank you.
Yep, so we're going to be in North America for the last series, and then we're going to be going international. So let's get on it. Whoop.
Nature in your face.
Okay, guys, our first venomous critter this time happens to not be a snake. So, we're going to talk about the Gila monster. Of all of the reptiles that we've been searching for that are on our lists, this one was probably the most difficult for us to find for whatever reason.
Ever lost hope in you.
We had gone 9 previous times to Arizona at the right time to try to find this thing, and we struck out every time until...
Yep, until the time we didn't.
I made it my duty to find you.
I'm going to let him tell the story, and I'll tell you why. We kind of have...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, we kind of have a competition. Who's going to find the lifer for the first time? And often I find the species that we're looking for, often he does. But I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, I think everything's a competition.
It is. And we don't even intend it to be, but it always becomes a competition. But anyway.
You always count. So we got 3 snakes. So we were hiking at night. Duh. We do that a lot, looking for animals. And this was like, was it our last time that we were there together? Yeah, and we were like, if we don't get on a Gila this trip, or like, we're done with the state, we're never coming back, which is a complete lie. So we got some new intel, and we were at a different place, and it wasn't an actual different time that we'd ever been there before. So it was during the monsoon, which is like the best time to go there, and we happened to be, and I think we were like, it was early in the hike, wasn't it?
Well, it was dark, so it wasn't...
No, not early in the day, early in the hike. Like, we hadn't been hiking very long.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and so there were still some other people that were on the trail passing by, and I happened to... I got off the trail, right? Yeah, Dave was ahead of me.
No, actually, I was to the right of you. You were on the left, and we were kind of walking along. So
correct.
we were looking to the left. There was a road, a blacktop road. There was desert here and desert scrub on the left.
Yeah, and I kind of went off the road and just walked into the desert, I don't know, 10, 15 feet. Just walked over, shined my light, and I like saw something move in the light. And my brain, I think from seeing so many pictures and just like studying this lizard, like my brain was like, wait a minute, revisit that. And as soon as I hit the light on it, I was just like, but I couldn't yell because there were people, and I didn't want to, alert the people. Hey, there's a Gila over here.
I knew right away, though. I
was just like, Dave, you want to come over here? And
I knew. I could see it. I could see it in his face and his eyes that he had found something.
Like a kid at Christmas that just got like the ultimate gift.
So, I would have been super disappointed if I went over there and it was some stupid, like a Western Diamondback, which we'd seen about a million times.
You. Yeah. I'd been like.
So, people move along the trail. He tells me I found a Gila. I didn't believe him at first. I was like, no way. I'm like, no way. And it was kind of tucked into the brush.
Yeah,
I couldn't see it.
Screwing with you.
It was dark. He shined his light, and I saw a beautiful pink and black lizard. And man, again, just total elation.
Okay. Dave.
What? I am mad at him.
I'm shaking.
No, listen. I'm mad at him. You know why? Because I wanted to find this thing first. What did we find? A freaking Gila monster.
Gila monster.
Oh my God.
Gila monster. Right, found the Gila monster. Yeah. Try not to freak out
because I could get up
too loudly because we didn't want to draw attention. But like shaky. Like that's how. Which. If you're watching this and you're not into animals, I don't know why you're watching this, but I appreciate it. But, you just don't know the adrenaline dump you get from seeing these animals, like, in the wild.
Oh, in all his pink and black glory.
Dude, I'm like, my adrenaline is dumping.
Oh my gosh.
This is how I dreamed of his little derpy self just moving across the desert.
It's one thing to go to the zoo and you see these animals and you're like, oh, that's cool, you know, but that doesn't really do it for us. Like,
No,
we
it
want to
doesn't.
see these animals in the wild. Even if we keep a lot of these animals in captivity for our shows,
I've held Gilas before.
but yeah,
In captivity. It's
but then
not
when
the
you
same thing.
see it in the wild, you're like, bam, there it is. Like, that's the real thing. You know, that's legit.
I've often said this before. It's almost like a treasure hunt. You're looking for something, and then when you find it, you're just like, ah, there it is.
I shined it, and I thought, I saw the tail. I was like, is that a rattlesnake? And then it moved, and I was like, it's got legs.
You were not excited enough. You were not excited.
I didn't want to yell. I was like, Dave, just come here, Dave.
I
What do you
thought you
got?
said
What do you
snake.
got? Dave, just
I
get
thought you
over here,
said
Dave.
snake.
What do you got? I was like, you know what I got. No, I don't. What is it?
The Gila monster and the beaded lizard from Mexico are the only two venomous lizards on the planet. So, I mean, that's just one more reason
Yeah,
to want to find that lizard. So that was definitely one of the highlights
Heck yeah. And I think
of
the next
all
night,
herping moments.
we found the same one
Yeah.
again the next night. And it's 100%, you know, we looked at photos, same one. And then we ended up finding a third one.
No,
like,
no.
Another one,
no,
that same.
no.
What?
We didn't find anything. You found
It doesn't matter.
Listen.
We're a team.
4 Gila monsters. 0 for me. 4 for him. Technically,
Years.
I've never seen one on my own. But again, we're a team.
It happens.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
he's got
counts.
stuff
I
I've
was
never seen.
20 feet from you when you found the first one. It doesn't matter. So,
Okay.
all right. So that was our cool Gila monster encounter. Our second encounter for this is going to be the Sidewinder rattlesnake. Another really cool, unique, specialized rattlesnake.
Yeah, so everyone knows about the Sidewinder because their movement,
The name
you
says
know,
all.
is so incredible. Just bap, 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 bap. This is how it goes. This is how in my head the Sidewinder moves.
Now you got to go like this.
But that's how it moves in your head. Okay. I felt like mine was cooler, but that's all right.
Just shake your booty. That's how you got to do.
So which Sidewinder are we talking about here?
Well, many
We've
epic Sidewinder.
We've never seen a Sidewinder in Arizona, which is weird. California
and that's a
and
substance
in Nevada.
Yeah, but never in Arizona. And the reason is there's a certain area of Arizona that you have to travel to find Sidewinders. We haven't herped that area, but Arizona is one of our favorite places.
Which is
We will
closer
go back. We will
To
find
the other two states that
We
we're
will find you. You will not. You can run, but you cannot hide.
You can slither, but you
All right,
can't
so
hide
yeah,
in the sand.
pick a Sidewinder moment that it wasn't awesome, and they were all awesome.
Sidewinder, baby. Yeah.
So look,
My first one was a baby, which was cool because the
they are
babies
tiny.
teeny tiny. Yeah, I think this
Tiny,
one,
this big.
Yeah, I almost got bit by that, and I don't normally say that
You
because
probably wouldn't die.
I'm very cautious when I handle. But I wasn't handling the snake at all. I was being stupid with my phone, and I was trying to record its movement, just boop 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 boop, and that thing was just like, and I swear I felt like a breeze from a fang. And I was like, all right, not making that mistake again.
Yeah, and that's, again, you don't want to get bit by any venomous snake, but that one certainly would not kill him. You may have gone to the hospital, but usually with a snake that size and that species in particular,
Could've messed
probably a
up
little
the
bit of
trip.
swelling, you know.
Right.
But, I mean, you could lose a finger if you got bit by a big Sidewinder.
I like how you're like, hey, you lose a finger, you got 10.
Well, that one was this
one.
big, though. I doubt
Yeah,
it.
it was tiny.
All right, so Sidewinder's really cool. First time we see him, that locomotion, awesome, cool eyes. So let's move on to the third. Is it the third? Are we in the third?
We are number. No. This is
4. It's 4.
I have no idea. This
Yeah,
is
'cause
third.
we did Gila, we did Sidewinder, we did
Third.
Okay, third.
This is ADD
third.
on
All right,
video.
all right, third.
This is one of the coolest.
This was one of the
Epic
coolest.
moments.
Yeah, this is up there with the Gila monster in terms of excitement. And that is the Sonoran Coral Snake from Arizona. Now keep in mind, guys, if you live in Arizona, yeah, we get it. You're there all the time. You herp all the time. You're
Still
going to
might not have seen one.
Yeah, you might not have. We've talked to people who've lived there and have never seen one. But I think if you're a herper and you're in Arizona and you're looking all the time, you're going to occasionally find one. We do not live anywhere near Arizona. So the coral snake was super high on our list to find. And again, we had been to Arizona probably 5 or 6 times. Not necessarily
this
looking
trip-
for only this, but
Same
one
trip
that
with
we
our buddy from Canada.
Yep.
So we all kind of spotted this, but I saw it first. But it doesn't matter. I mean, we all would have seen it. We
And
were
I found the
hiking.
second one later on.
And that's right, you found the second one. So, 3 of us were hiking, we're walking, chit-chatting, not really paying attention, and I happened to look up,
Do
and
you remember what you said? When you first saw that snake, I'll never forget it. I can tell you exactly in quotations.
I know
what
I
you
said, like, I was like, snake,
It's 5 words you said.
and then as soon as I said snake, I realized what it was. No, I don't know. I know
I'm gonna
her.
tell you
Tell me
exactly
the 5
what you
words. Go,
said.
go.
I was slightly behind you on your left. And at the same time I'd seen it, but I was just kind of fixed on it. And you said, is that a coral snake?
Is that a coral
Is that a coral snake?
Is that a coral snake?
Okay, now I gotta talk
That's-
about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you said. Is that a coral snake?
Uh-huh.
So guys, we kind of reenacted the scene.
Snake, is that a coral?
Dude, it's a coral! No way! No way! I didn't think we were gonna find him.
go.
Yes!
And we've been called out on this in the video.
Like, that's not real. And we're like, yeah, thanks for pointing out all documentary films.
So we decided after we were so excited and saw that coral snake, let's just reenact right now, 3 minutes later after we did.
But you're downplaying the excitement. Like, there was jumping.
Oh,
there
my
was
gosh.
jumping and screaming and high-fiving.
Sonoran Coral Snake bucket list! Yeah.
Sonoran freaking coral snake. Look at this guy. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm gonna lick it. It's a candy cane. I'm just kidding. Not gonna do it. And what's funny is sometimes we almost like lose snakes or animals because we're like freaking out. We're like, yeah! And we like look down, we're like, it's leaving!
Yep. And listen, this is the weirdest, I don't even know if I can call it epic, but it's the strangest part about this story. It was starting to get dark.
No, you're not gonna, what are you gonna tell?
Oh no, listen, it was starting to get dark. So
I'm worried.
we were getting our camera lights out and we were photographing the snake because obviously the sun's down. You got to use some kind of lights. We had our video lights.
It's pitch black at this point.
Wait a minute, you're forgetting something because you haven't thought about it yet.
No, I know what it is.
What is it?
The helicopter?
Yes, the helicopter. Go ahead. I want you to
It
tell
was pitch black. It was pitch black.
This is crazy. We had a police helicopter. I don't know to this day why. They never stopped. We never were hassled by anybody on the ground, but we had a helicopter
We could
hover.
hear in the distance
Yes.
sirens as well from police cars.
Yep.
And we thought, are they coming here? No, I thought they were coming
It was
here
sirens. Who
because
cares?
they were like, there's the helicopter flying overhead. So it's pitch black in the middle of the desert, but we have a video light on. So you could probably see us from like 100 miles away in the desert.
Yes. So this helicopter hovered. How high above us? I don't want to exaggerate, but it was
Not very high.
I mean, would you say 100 yards up?
It was
maybe?
blowing up sand.
So it was blowing up. We had a helicopter hovering above our heads, shining a light on us.
And we were just like,
So I'm thinking this guy's gonna snipe one of us. I don't know. Maybe he thought we were.
I don't think they do that, but
I guess my theory is that some
they might have been just going after a fugitive.
escaped convict or something was running through the desert. They thought maybe we were the people, but they just sat there for 5 minutes, shined the light.
That's
and
not
then
the best part of the
moved
story,
on.
though.
Okay, what's the best?
They
part?
didn't move off, okay? So
Eventually.
we are filming. And this is the unfortunate thing about doing YouTube videos is you don't just go out, find animals, take pictures, you move on. You spend a ridiculous amount of time trying to film, and people who are with you that aren't interested in the filming, they get annoyed. So our Canadian friend, he was like, I'm gonna go off on my own, and he was probably like a few hundred yards away from us. We could see his light going through the desert. Well, the helicopter saw him, left us, flew over there, hit him with the spotlight, you know? And we're like, whatever, they're just gonna realize it's not the guy and leave. Well, this bonehead shines his bright light back at the helicopter, which is a no-no, by the way.
I'm screaming, no, don't.
Which you can't, oh man, they got ticked. They came down lower, they put the spotlight in his face, and the helicopter lowered just over him, almost like, you want to play games?
Right.
And just, it was crazy. Like, I don't know if they're supposed to do that, but we were laughing because they showed him who was boss.
Yeah.
So that made that even more epic.
But what a crazy story that was, man.
Uh-huh.
All right, so anyway, we have no idea why that happened, but it turned out okay. We got our awesome video. We made a video about, check out our coral snake video. It's really cool. You'll find it on our, obviously on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and the excitement is real. It's just reenacted. This is part 3. If this is the first one you've seen, you can go back and watch the other 2. And there's still 2 more to come. We've done North American, and now we're going to go to our international.
Yep, so stay tuned for that. So guys, do us a favor. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and
leave a comment. Helps our algorithm, and we love hearing stories from you guys. We like to interact. We will respond. If we don't respond, then respond again. Say, why aren't you responding? And then if we still don't, say, hey, why aren't you talking back to me? Just keep commenting for some reason.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next Saturday slap in the face.